How we perceive things is not always the way things are. Today I just want to tell you and explain a little bit about how we perceive things. Everyone sees things through their own eyes, and we experience things the way that we actually see them. But I just want you to start to expand beyond what you actually see, because often things aren't always as they appear. For an example, you could be waving to somebody and then they don't wave back to you, and driving past in the car, and you take that personally, thinking, oh, that person hasn't waved to me, that's strange, I wonder why. And often that's not the case. Often, and it's happened to me before, that that person actually did wave to me and I just didn't see it because of the angle of the windscreen or the light reflecting. That's just an example of when we perceive things from our own point of view, and it's not actually the truth. So sometimes when these things happen to us, we take that really personally. You could be briefly say hi to someone, and you can feel their energy and that they're in a bit of a hurry, and they sort of take off, and again you take that personally, that they're not wanting to talk or interact with you. But often that person might have something more going on in their life. They could have had some bad news. They could be going to a funeral that day. You don't know what's going on in that person's life. So I think at the end of the day, like, my point really is that you've got to start to open up more and not take things really personally. I know it's very hard when things like that happen. We always sort of go straight to the negative feelings, and that sort of seems to come up in most people. But if you can put your own angle on it and sort of say, oh, obviously that person didn't see me wave to them, and try and put more of a positive spin on it, that, oh, I'm sure they'll wave to me next time, or obviously that person's in a hurry, they haven't got time to talk to me today, and start to put more of that positive feeling on it, you'll actually feel okay about the situation, and you actually won't take that so personally and start to get sort of discouraged or sad about it, because often that's what happens to people. They perceive things only one way, and it's not actually the case. So yeah, I think we all need to open up more and be aware that things aren't always as we see them. And sometimes you have to look beyond what's actually happening, and know that sometimes that other people are caught up in their lives too, and it's not always just about us. And we only see what we really want to see. So put your own thoughts and feelings on it, and try and make them more positive, rather than going straight to the negative sensations, because that will make you feel, oh, terrible that person didn't wave to me, when it's happened to me before. Like I said, that person actually did wave to me and I just didn't see it. So this happens all the time in life. It can happen in any sort of situations at all, where people misinterpret what people might be saying to them, or when things happen. Just be aware that sometimes your first thoughts aren't always correct, that often we go straight to the feelings of sort of negative and feeling discouraged, when we don't have to go there. We can actually turn that into things that make us feel a lot better and a lot happier. So try and always look at that angle. If that happens to you, and you think someone hasn't waved to you, I know that's such a small example, but just, people take those things really personally. So just know that, oh, they'll wave to me next time. Oh, I mustn't have seen them. I'm sure they would have waved. They would never ignore me. So if you say those things, you'll actually feel better about the situation, and you won't dwell on it and keep going over and over and playing it in your mind, which is what a lot of people do when they take things personally. So yeah, I understand, and I've been there myself, that things can feel uncomfortable and a little bit strange. So yeah, like I said, try and just turn it into something a little bit more positive than just focusing on, oh my gosh, that person's ignoring me, what have I done? And straight into that negativity. Go the other way and just say, oh, I'm sure I'll see them next time. They're probably distracted on their way somewhere. Anyway, just give those little things a try, and try to not always look at the negative, because it can create those feelings that can constrict your body and start to make you have a lot of negative sensations in your body. So yeah, focus on the good feelings instead, and see how that goes. I think you'll find it'll help you to shift a lot. Bye.